and welcome to how to make a handbag pattern, or a designer handbag pattern. How about that? So, and you're the designer. This is the first tutorial that I'm trying, and we'll see how it goes. So the first thing we do when we start out our patterns, we get ourselves a piece of oak tag or poster board paper. And what we have to do is square this out, make it symmetrical, so that our patterns are symmetrical and will fit together properly. So here we go. The first thing we want to do is score our paper. So let's approximate the middle of our paper, and we'll use our awl, and we'll lightly score. If you score too deeply, chances are your paper will cut and tear. Now, after we've scored, we take and we make a pin mark on one of our edges, and this is to make sure that our top edge is perfectly straight. Get our knife, line up our pinholes, and cut. After we've made our first cut, measure our paper. This is 11. So what we're going to do is look at about 5.5 down and make another pin mark. We're going to unfold the paper, line up our pin marks, and instead of cutting, we are going to score like that. Now our paper will bend in 4 different directions, and so what we need to do now is to get our edges right. So we're going to pin here. I'm going to get our edges straight. I'm sorry, get our edges right. Line up our pinholes and cut. And we know that we're making a bag that's the bag that's on my knoll, and this bag is 10 by 6. What we're going to do is measure down. We're going to turn our paper so that our fold, measure down from the fold, and we're going to measure 5, and then we're going to measure 5 here. We're going to take our ruler, and line up our pinholes. And we're going to cut really dull X-Acto blade here, but we're going to manage. Now we have our 10, and that should be 10 this way, and it is. Okay. Now we want to get our 6. And to do that, we're going to go here. And remember, when you're cutting your pattern and it's folded, the numbers or the measurements are doubled. So 3 equals 6. And hopefully we will line them up and cut. Okay. This should be our pattern. This should be 6 deep, 10 wide, and that's what we have. Now, we want to mark this with our pen. If we can find one, here it is, right here. And what we're going to do is label the pattern. This is going to be our front and back master. We're going to cut 2 of these, and we're going to name it Demo 1. Now that tells us what this is all about. Now the next thing we want to do here is we want to round out our edges. And what I usually do is I'll take let me go off camera here for a second. I'll take a top or something and find kind of how I want to edge it out, and give it a little nice line. Take my knife. Go around my edges nice and straight. There we go. And now my bag is starting to take shape. One of the things I also want to do is get my handle placement in. And what we're going to do is we're going to measure off about 1.25 inches off the edge. And I'm just going to make a little mark with my pencil, or actually with my awl. And this is, I'm going to notch this. And when we notch, it's basically letting us know where stuff is going to go. I'm going to make this a fairly big notch so you can see it. And I'm also going to notch the middle, because when you start to sew your bag, you line up these notches and you'll know where the middle is, and you'll know whether your bag is going to turn out, to make your bag turn out symmetrical. And there we are. This is our front and back master. This is where our handles are going to go. And we're also going to make a placement for our closure. Now I want my closure to be about 2 inches down, or 1 inch away from the center. And since our bag is 6 inches deep, that would mean this is going to be around 2 inches from the top. So I'm going to measure down 2 inches from the top and about 1/4 inch away from the center line, and I'm going to pin. I'm going to fold it and pin again. And now we have placement for our magnetic snap. And I'm actually going to even cut the little slits where the magnetic snap is going to go. So I want all of that into my pattern, and I want some magnetic snap, and there we go. So this is our front and back pattern. The next piece of this pattern we're going to make is called the gusset, and the gusset basically allows the bag to expand.